Can you just start us off on your thoughts on this weekend's match against OL Reign?
Yeah, it's a rivalry I'm learning very quickly about. It's our fourth time playing them this year, which is the reality of the Challenge Cup, but also our proximity to them, which is an extra challenge, but also benefit. We know each other really well. So coming into sort of almost a bye, well, it is a bye weekend that we've had because of the Challenge Cup finals. We're coming in with definitely a better schedule than them, but I expect them to be flying and have something to prove because of how hard their last few games have been.
All right, we'll start questions off with Ryan Clark.
Hi, Rhian. What can you say about being able to add Vytas to your staff?
Yeah, he's a really wonderful man who I really appreciated him joining the group. It's definitely a role I want to see as a legacy role, as in former Thorns players who are coaching, coming back, being part of this club and this group and keeping them in the game. It was definitely something I was developing. It took a few turns, but to have a former Timbers player who in the future I hope will be a former Thorns player is going to be an exciting new advancement for our team, and he's filling that role wonderfully right now.
Right, next we'll go to Melina Gaspar.
Hi, Coach. Thank you for your time. I wanted to know about the last few weeks since you didn't have a game. What was your main focus during that time, and if you think it was a blessing or maybe it was a negative thing since you didn't have a game to play? Thank you.
Yeah, it's something I learned very quick. I was here at the end of last season just watching Mark and his group getting the team ready for the championships. And it's not always a good thing to have a weekend off when other teams are playing. I think we've seen that in the NWSL. So what part of our outlook on the week was, how do we make sure they have a real physical game inter-squad on the weekend? So to make sure that they're getting that output. But it can be monitored in a way that you can't do with a game. So in that way, it is a huge advantage. You get the physical outcomes that you need from the players that need it, and you can really monitor those that have niggling injuries or are fatigued. So that was a great way to be able to do that. But I don't always think it's a blessing, no.
We'll go back to Ryan Clark.
Hi again, Rhian. Do you have an update as far as Becky's recovery and when we might expect her to be back on the field?
Yeah, she's been tracking really well. She's been a part of full trainings now. She's still modified slightly, but I expect her to be getting minutes very soon. If not in this game coming up, then in one of the games. We've got 3 games in quick succession, so she'll be seeing game minutes very quickly.
We're gonna go back to Melina Gaspar.
Coach, this is not a soccer related question, but I learned in the recent article in the website about Thorns that you enjoy knitting. So I wanted to know if you have already knitted something for Crystal's baby. Thank you.
I have, yes. I made a little pair of mittens for Crystal's baby. I'm a horrible knitter. They probably started as adult mittens and ended up as baby mittens for Crystal's baby. I'm very stressful knitter. It's very tight. You know, it's not exactly a relaxing pastime, but I learned to knit when I was a player in Norway. And yeah, it's always the designing of the pattern is actually the piece that I quite enjoy. And then I struggle through the actual knitting piece.